Hello, hello. So listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up from the ground came a bubbling crude. Oil, that is. Black gold, Texas tea. That song may well be very familiar to you, especially if you're a baby boomer or if you watch Nickelodeon. Of course, it's from the famous TV show, The Beverly Hillbillies. Now, one of the members of the Hillbilly family, his name was Jethro. Jethro is actually the name of this week's portion of the Bible. In Hebrew, it's Yisro, Jethro or Yisro. What's interesting about this fellow Yisro is he was Moses' father-in-law, and yet he spent most of his life steeped in idol worship. He was very well educated. He studied all the religions of the world. You might say he had a PhD in comparative religion. So today we see he meets up with Moses there near Mount Sinai. And he says, wow, all these things you went through, going through the plagues in Egypt, crossing the Red Sea, living in the desert. Now I know the idea that there's one God in the world, not the idea of many gods, not the idea of idol worship. And Yisro, Jethro, he transformed himself. He changed himself. Psychologically, what does this mean for us? Well, we all have our forms of idol worship, how we live our lives. We have those negative times, those difficult times, things that we don't do things quite right. So yes, we can get steeped in that. We can beat our chest, have regret, have guilt, and that is an important step. But ultimately, to be able to take that negative energy and to transform it, to use it as a springboard into something positive, then the negative actually flips and becomes something very positive, just like Yisro. The Beverly Hillbillies, what a great lesson.